This is topic B on page 123, setting formatting and editing restrictions.
You know how to remove personal information from a document. Sometimes that measure alone is not enough to protect your documents. To preserve the authenticity of your document, you will need to prevent others from changing and formatting its contents. Word enables you to specify formatting and editing restrictions for a given document. When you share a document with others, you may want them to focus on the content of the document and not the formatting. On the other hand, you might not want the people with whom you share the document to make changes to it. Before sending the document for review, you can limit the ability of specific users to format and edit the document. This way, you prevent them from trying to modify the contents or determining how something is formatted and keep them focused on the task at hand. It also ensures that you don't have to undo any formatting changes they might make. So we're going to take a look at our Restrict Editing task pane, and this is located in two spots. On your Review tab in your Protect command group, here you have the Restrict Editing command. And also, that is also available on your Developer tab. Now, the Developer tab is not on your ribbon by default. It's something that you have to manually add in there. And in your activity, the first couple steps will walk you through on how to add this Developer tab to your ribbon. It's very easy. But you can see this also has a Protect command group with the Restrict Editing button here as well. So both spots will open up the same task pane for you. So you technically, if you're only using the Developer tab to access the Restrict Editing button, you really don't need it there because it is on your Review tab. So I'm going to click either of these buttons. It opens up the Restrict Editing task pane to the right. And this pane is used to apply formatting and editing restrictions to a document. You can see you have three numbers here: the formatting restrictions section, editing restrictions, and start enforcement, which is number 3. Number 1, formatting restrictions, limits formatting to the set of styles specified in the formatting restrictions dialog box. So let's say I check this off and I want to limit what formatting can be changed to this document. I would check this off, and then I need to click on my settings link to specify which settings I want available. So usually it opens up with all of these different settings checked off for you. So these are all available to the user who's reading the document. Now if I scroll through and let's say I uncheck, here let's do uncheck heading 1, 2, and 3. Remember, these are styles that are located on your Home tab. I click OK from here. It tells you the document may contain these styles that the document may already contain these heading styles. Would you want to remove them now? You can click yes or no. I'll just click yes, even though those headings are not in my document. Now, before the formatting restrictions will be limited, you need to start enforcing your protection. So if I click this button at the bottom, it's going to ask me for a password. So I can password protect this so not anyone can just turn off the editing restriction. So you have the option to type in the password twice, or if you don't want a password protect it, just click OK. But then just remember, if you don't password protect it, anyone would be able to turn it off. So it kind of defeats the purpose. So I would type in whatever password I want to use twice and click OK. And now remember, I turned off the heading 1, 2, and 3 styles. So if I selected video, went up to my Home tab, in my styles command group, all of my other styles are still available. But look at that. There's no heading 1, 2, or 3 available for me to use anymore. Now, take a look at my Restrict Editing task pane. This document is protected from unintentional editing. You may freely edit in this region, and you may format text only with certain styles. And the available styles are what's in that styles gallery. Again, no heading 1, 2, or 3 available. Now, if I want to turn it back on, I can click the Stop Protection button at the bottom. It's going to prompt me for that password. Type that in and click OK. Now look, heading 1, 2, and heading 3 is somewhere in there. It might not show in my gallery, but it is available to me. But the heading 1 options are back. There's no restriction set in place yet. Now, if I wanted to disable all of the different formatting, I can open up my settings, click the None button. It's going to uncheck everything for you. Click OK, and I'm going to start protection. I'll just click OK now. I don't have to password protect it since it's just me. Look at my home tab. Everything's unavailable. All formatting options are unavailable to me. No styles are available, just the normal, which is just plain typing. If I go to my insert tab, I can't even insert a table here. So all of that has been restricted now. So I'm going to stop protection. Everything's back available. So if you want to send your document to someone and have them, just focus on the actual text that you created in the document and, not be able to change any of that formatting, this restrict editing task pane is where you would do that. All right, so that was number 1. Now number 2 is the editing restriction section. And this restricts the type of editing that can be performed in a document. So if I check this off, I have to specify what I want to allow. And the options here are to allow tracked changes. So remember, we covered that in Chapter 3, Collaborating on a Document. I can allow people to make changes, and it will only be tracked. I can allow only another user to add comments to my document, but not make any changes to the actual body of the content. Filling in forms, which we'll cover in Chapter 6, or no changes whatsoever. They can only read the document. They can't delete any text, add any text, no formatting changes. This is what I use when I grade your quizzes, and you know how you open it and you can only view your grade. You're not able to change your answers or anything. This is what I use, and this is how I protect that. So if I wanted to allow only comments, choose that, start my protection. I'm not going to add a password right now. Again, home tab, completely grayed out. Can't do anything. Insert tab, can't insert a table, blank page, cover page, nothing. No pictures, no smart art, no charts, no videos, hyperlinks, everything is unavailable. But if I go to my review tab, comments group, new comment, I am able to add a comment, and that is it. That's all I'm allowed to do. So again, if you're, maybe want to share your work with somebody else and you only want to ask for recommendations on what you might want to change, but don't want them to make those changes, this is what you would want to use. All right, I'm going to stop protection. If I wanted to allow no changes and make it read only, choose that option. Enforce protection. Click any of this, hit delete. Look at my status bar. You can't make this change because the selection is locked. Go up to my review tab, comments group, new comment. Not even that is available to me this time. So this wiped out completely everything. All right, so you use that restrict editing task pane to restrict your formatting in number 1 and your editing restrictions in number 2. After you choose your option, don't forget to do number 3, which is the most important one, which is start enforcing the protection. Add your password. Because again, without that password, it's pretty pointless. Anyone can go in there and stop the protection if it's not password protected. All right, so you'll try this out in the activity that goes along with this in the next video.
The next video, which is activity 5.3 on page 126.